Hi, my name is Renee Fitzsimmons, and I'm the new ALF at TMS. That stands for Advanced Learning Facilitator at Thomas Middle School, but we like to speak in acronyms. So that's why I'm called the ALF. So for the 2014-2015 school year, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what the ALF can do for you.
I have a prize for anyone who knows what ALF stands for.
And the winner is, that's right, if you guessed alien life form, you're right, but not at TMS, only if you are a 90s sitcom. At TMS, the ALF actually stands for the Advanced Learning Facilitator. That's me, Renee Fitzsimmons, the TMS ALF. So what is the role that I'll be working in this year as the ALF? Primarily, I'm going to be helping teachers identify those advanced learners, and that doesn't necessarily mean just looking at test scores and some traditional ways of identifying those advanced learners. But we're going to be looking at some non-traditional ways of identifying students that have gifts and talents in other areas. This will be casting a wide net so that we can reach as many learners as possible. I'll also be supporting teachers in differentiating for advanced learners. I'll be coming up with different activities, and I'll talk a little bit more about this later in the presentation. I'll also be working with those advanced learners on an ad hoc basis, but this won't be any sort of a regular pull-out program so as not to disrupt the daily learning environment of the student. I'll also be supporting teachers with Genius Hour. And Genius Hour is something that I'll talk about in just a second as well, but it's based off of the Google 20% project, and it's essentially getting kids excited about learning by targeting something that they're passionate about. Lastly, I'll be supporting the district and students with community outreach so that we can identify experts in the field and mentors for the students so that they can actually find someone that will help guide them in their passions. So what does ALF support look like? It's primarily supporting curriculum with activities that are specific for those curriculum-based ideas. It might look like flexible grouping and working with students that have particular interests or talents in a particular subject. It might also look like conferencing with individual students, and it might look like development of rubrics and assessments and different exemplars, which are examples of work in the mastery level. It might also include finding supplemental material that would enhance the curriculum, not just going up a grade level, but more importantly, enhancing it on a deeper level. This might also look like co-teaching, so I might be present in certain classes, and it might simply be co-planning and curriculum design before a unit with a team or with a specific subject teacher. The other component is that I would be present in Genius Hour and the development of those Genius Hour projects, which is also in the district called PSI, or Problem Solving Initiative. So what is Genius Hour, or what is Problem Solving Initiative? It's essentially a way for students to plan and take ownership of their learning, and it's passion driven so that students can find talents that they have or interests that they have and create complex questions, not just Google searches, but complex questions that target bigger concepts. So this can be difficult to do because a lot of times kids can just say that they're interested in Minecraft or video games, but it doesn't really have a bigger question. Now we can still take those concepts like Minecraft or video games and turn it into a complex question, but that's where hopefully the ALF support will come in. So with that ALF support, students will create their own meaningful questions based on their personal interests. They'll plan research, they'll self-reflect on the whole process, and the important parts are that they'll obtain peer feedback and share those findings publicly. What Genius Hour is not is just an open-ended web quest or teacher-directed research project. The ALF will be a part of helping plan and guide the student's experience. So this professional development team, of which the ALF is a part, consists of Mr. K, the principal, Mrs. Lasau, the assistant principal, Mr. Green, also the assistant principal, Mr. Aho, the BST in the tech department, Mr. Kelly in the tech department, and myself, Mrs. Fitzsimmons, the ALF. It will be a group and teamwork initiative. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your friendly neighborhood ALF, that's me, Renee Fitzsimmons, at rfitzsimmons@sd25.org, or you can follow me on Twitter at @fitzminions. I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to meeting you soon. Take care.